let's switch gears a little bit and take a look at today's business headlines. And for a little help with that, let's bring in business and markets analyst Seth Denson. Seth, good morning and happy Friday.
Oh, can we hear you? I think your audio is off. Good morning, Seth.
Yep.
There we go.
There we
All
are.
right. It's the Friday Gremlins. Seth,
You were able to do something my wife's been trying to do for years.
we were able to quiet you.
Don't give her your secret.
Mute you. Seth, the market's ending in the red yesterday, and the futures are down this morning. Now, this is not good for people looking to buy a home. Mortgage rates hitting a 12-year high. What's leading to these high rates, and should we, if we're looking to buy a home, just kind of stay still for now? Do you think it's going to get worse?
Yeah, so two parts to that, right? So what's leading to it is Fed Powell. Fed Powell was out yesterday. He talked about actually raising interest rates 0.5 point next month when the Fed meets. We all were kind of speculating that would happen anyway, but he kind of put the gravy on the steak, if you know what I'm saying that that's probably going to happen. So here's the reality of it. Mortgage buyers, or mortgage sellers, I should say, are looking at the market and say, we're going to need to raise interest rates to actually make some money. I would not tell people that if you're looking to buy a house to hold off, though. And the reason is I don't think interest rates are going back down. They shouldn't have been around 2 and 3%. They're around 4.5 to 5% on average now. I don't see those going down anytime soon, at least not until inflation goes down. And I don't think that's going down. So you might want to get in while you still can, because I think they just continue to go up.
Great.
Oh, very interesting advice. All right.
Yeah.
Here's our hot topic, that's been recent. Mask mandates for travel have been lifted. We're entering the travel season for airlines, of course, with summer right around the corner. Seth, with the second quarter starting, is now the time to invest in airline stock before it takes off?
Well, so most of the airline stocks are down still from pre-pandemic levels, some of them down on average between 20 and 30% over the last year. And so, yeah, the old adage, buy low, sell high, I think airline stocks have some room to grow, and they likely will grow. Here's another advantage to an investor on the airline company. The federal government has made it very clear they're never going to let airline companies fail. They're going to bail them out if they have to. Now, that being said, if you're a short-term investor, I don't know if this is where you're going to go. Airline companies still have a lot of headwinds, in the fact that the gas prices are going to go up, and that's going to impact margins and profits. So I think if you're a long-term player, airline investments are a good one right now. But if you're looking short-term, I'd probably steer clear.
Okay, good advice. Well, today is Earth Day, so let's stick with that. BMW unveils 17 electric cars with a range of more than 300 miles. So, Seth, do you think BMW will be able to steal some of Tesla's thunder?
Yeah, I certainly do. I think there's a big movement, especially with gas prices where they are, that people are looking to move into electric vehicles. The other thing that BMW has going for them is they're actually able to deliver vehicles. I mean, they hit records last year delivering more vehicles than they ever had, almost 3 million vehicles. And so BMW has a cult-like brand. They're a luxury vehicle. Now, here's the other thing, though, that buyers need to think about. These ain't going to be cheap. They're going to be expensive. And so where Tesla has some models that are in the lower, we'll say 30s to 40,000, like BMW's i7 is going to be $120,000.
Wow.
So, it does depend on what model, and I'm anxious to see the pricing targets for BMW as they release these vehicles.
All right, Seth, we only have a few seconds left, but I do want to ask you, Disney World, they lift their mask requirements for guests. They have been they've been in the news a lot lately, very controversial. Do you think that these new mask rules, they'll help Disney? Because, I mean, a lot of people are vowing to boycott the entertainment empire.
Yeah, I don't know. It certainly won't hurt to lift these mask mandates, and they need all the help they can get. Their stock is way down, and they lost over $2 billion in revenue in their theme parks during the pandemic. So they got a long way to go to get back to where they want to go. They need to get out of the political spectrum and get back to Mickey Mouse. Unfortunately, they haven't seemed to want to do that lately, but I think if they do, listen, the magic could return.
Yeah, stick to the princesses and princes and Mickey Mouse, then they'll be all good.
That's it.
Seth Denson, thank you for coming on this morning. Happy Friday.
Thanks, y'all.